Final load out. Storm's coming.
You take a look in there and you tell me if you've seen that buck yet. It's a nice buck. He's a shoe captain. You know, we look behind us and there's a mountain lion at like 200 yards just staring at us. And, yeah, that's pretty crazy. He's freaking like that.
The biggest archery buck to date.
Yes.
Alright, old Bucky's all loaded up, ready to make the trek out. Alright, last but not least, we should be dialed, ready to roll. Finally spotted a buck bedded, a 28-inch 2-point with a frame like this and a body like a freaking Angus cow. Let's get on with the fun. We're going in after that mega 2. Got a little basket, 4x4, 60 yards. I thought the big 2x2 was gonna come out. But we're gonna give this 2 or 3-year-old buck a pass. Walk of shame out of a nasty hole. Got to 115 yards on a 28-inch 2-point. He had no idea he was there, but his buddy knew, so, oh my gosh. Right before dark, I spotted this big, heavy 3x4 stud buck. Man, he just stared me down. He knew I was there. He didn't care. At one point, the wind even hit my neck straight at him, and he still stood there just like, bring it on. But Belmer and I have a nasty hike out, so we're gonna get going. Oh my gosh, you stink so bad. We're gonna go see if we can relocate one of these big mature bucks we've seen, and it's the last day, so we got camp on our back, so when time runs out, buzzer goes off, we can just take off.
Let's do this. You can tell it's day 4. You're in the back. We're a little tired.
Tyler spotted the nice fork with the deep forks. And we're watching him, trying to put him to bed. We're just watching him, keeping an eye on it, and then we'll make a move. We got one chance to get her done.
He just bedded. I think we've got ourselves a stock.
I think we do too. The wind's so windy and cold.
The wind is windy.
Yes, it is. And so we're gonna try to go drop down, try to locate Forky if we can. Last day, Hail Mary, baby. Alright, so we dropped about 1,000 feet in elevation, and we got up on this rock pile, that big deep fork buck, he dropped way low, and so we're trying to pick him up. So essentially, theoretically speaking, essentially, oh, this is going. We're gonna go after a buck that we have no idea. We just assume he's there.
Did you clean your ears? Oh, it's a big old chunk in there.
Oh, I gotta get it.
Get it, bro.
Oh man, I can feel it. It went in my mouth. Like theoretically, there's a buck bedded behind this boulder. We can't see the boulder or the buck, but we're gonna drop 2,000 feet in elevation to go after it. And
This sounded good.
we do have the Goofy 3 that hangs out with these other bucks. We've seen him a few days. He's bedded literally in the bottom of this drainage. We glass these bucks up. They're low and moving down the drainage, so my plan is to get above them and get to these cliffs, try to glass them up, and then if I'm not glassing them up, I'll slowly come down on them. Finally made it to the bottom. I gotta make it all the way up there, about halfway up that mountain, and then cross over. As I was hiking up, I bumped a nice 3x4, and it looks like he's blown everything out, so that's it for that, I guess. Gosh dang. Dude, it just freaking nothing could come together for me. All right, so this is the second trip up here. We're halfway up this big basin that we climb up. I got 3 more days up here to try to get it done. Hopefully we can relocate those bucks. We might have to do something different, but there's not a ton of people at the trailhead, so I think we're gonna have this mountain to ourselves, I hope. We're almost to the top of the basin. We got like 6 or 7 deer in front of us, but they're all just small. I think there's like 4 or 5 small bucks and a couple of does. We're just getting a little video of them, and then we'll almost be at the top here. All right, well, we made it. That's a haul. We're sitting down eating a snack. Got some homemade elk jerky, so we have a couple hours to glass. So we're just gonna drop our stuff. We're gonna camp at this spot. We may move depending on where we're seeing deer, but and then we'll make a game plan for tomorrow. Well, the smoke has come in pretty thick, which really sucks. There's still a lot of good stuff we can't glass. It's just where we saw the bucks last time. It's like virtually impossible to see. There's still a lot we can't glass. So. We were glassing up this buck with incredibly large forks and a big frame. Beautiful buck. And I'm sitting there watching him. Take my eyes off for maybe 3 minutes, glassing elsewhere. And there appears Fatso. The same buck that we glassed up day 1 and got blown out by some other hunters. That nasty climb in here has already just been worth it with seeing these 2 bucks. We're gonna come back here tomorrow morning and we're gonna try to relocate them. Hopefully we can put them to bed. Hopefully we can spot them again tomorrow, but we woke up a little bit early because we're gonna climb to the highest point over here. We think it gives us the best chance to make a play on those big bucks once we spot them. So glass them up and then make a play on them this morning. We lost those bucks down in the bottom, but we have a general idea of what those bucks are doing. And I say general because obviously you never know what they're gonna do. We're gonna swing clear across this basin. Try to find a place where we can glass down low. It's a little bit of a shot in the dark, but we know the general idea of what they do, so. Big buck came out with big forks. We watched him for a minute. Those two fought and sparred for a while, and then we just bedded the big fork buck. I want to go after him. So our plan is just to kind of slowly make our way down, check the wind a couple times. If the wind's consistent, we're gonna try to go get in on big fronts and some of those other bucks. Just go slow, glass, and try to get antler tips and see if we can get lucky. Alright, getting close on this buck, so gotta put my war paint on from this dead burnt log. We're gonna make a move. We know there's bugs all around us. We're just gonna slowly make our way down in glass and see if we can't see one of the big boys. It's almost impossible to hunt these bucks. It's so thick and steep. You put them to bed and then they change beds by the time you get to them because it takes forever because you got to drop 800 to 1,200 feet in elevation. Oh, now we have a climb out of here. We looked behind us and there's a mountain lion at like 200 yards just staring at us. And sat there for probably 2-3 minutes looking at us. And that was pretty crazy. So no big bucks yet, but not great when you have predators all around you.
After the mountain lion snuck up on us, we still had hope of locating one of our target bucks. But as the day went on, we weren't finding those bigger bucks. We headed farther down the mountain, thinking we could spot them in the areas where they usually like to hang out. Eventually, we spotted some smaller bucks, but I wasn't ready to settle for smaller, and decided to back out and try and locate one of the bigger bucks the next day.
We had opportunities at some of those, our mid-class bucks that we've been seeing, but none of our top bucks on the earth. And then we got 3 or 4 bucks. What was that? Is that a grouse? A grouse about took my head off. That's not a grouse. Wow, a lot of distractions trying to finish this up, but anyway, we had chances at smaller bucks and I decided to pass on them. And we'll see, maybe tomorrow morning we can glass some fatso and give them one last go before we head out. Just getting ready to take off. We're gonna get up to a spot where we can glass the same basin that we've been hunting, but then glass the other side too. See if we can find fatso or one of the big bucks, and then if not, try to glass something up new. Been a heck of a hunt. Gotta take off today, get back, but Hopefully we can find something before we have to go.
Just like the day before, we invested a bunch of time behind the glass looking for one of our bigger bucks in the area, but we're only able to turn up the smaller bucks. With none of the bucks bedding where we hoped they would, we tried one last ditch effort and headed down into the draw, hoping to locate one of our target bucks.
Just assuming the bucks are gonna do what they did yesterday and feed across the saddle and go into the bedding area. So we've set up to where we have about a 30 to 60 yard shot if they come through.
When we couldn't find anything, it was time to pack up and head out. We were out of water, food, and most importantly, time on this trip. It was time to get back to work and family and head back on the final weekend of the hunt.
One last go. I got, by the time I hike in, I'll have this afternoon to hunt and all day tomorrow. Yeah, I think I got an idea of how I want to hunt those bucks. They like the bottom of that drainage, and I'm gonna sneak down there and hope they start coming out, get the wind right, and get on them. Here we go. I just want a shot. I just want a chance at a buck. Haven't got a shot off this archery season. I just want to send one. When I send one, I'm gonna make it count. I'm halfway up. I did it really fast this time. Made it to the top. I'm gonna go to our higher glassing point this afternoon. It's about 4:30. So I got a lot of good glassing time. I feel good about this trip. 3 minutes into glassing, I got 2 bucks and a doe. After a little more glassing, I've got 3 bucks, 2 of them bedded. One's up feeding, one's got a good frame. Looks like a pretty good buck. Had about an hour and 20 minutes left of shooting light. So I'm gonna duck down and go after this buck and make the best of a day and a half that I have. So here we go.
I'm gonna drop my pack here, start a track on BASEMAP. That buck is just over the top of this. So I'm gonna take my boots off, be quiet, and see if I can get a shot. This thing. Bucks, three shooters. There's 2 big 3x4s. I'd shoot either one of them. I'm hoping they'll feed up the draw because I'll have like a 60, 70 yard shot.
He's just on the side hill. He's hurting bad. I can see a lot of blood beneath him. Holy crap. So tonight was pretty insane. I got like a 53-yard shot. I let it fly. It was on a really steep angle and I canted just a little bit. I hit him a little bit far back. So I'm just gonna give him the night. He didn't go very far. God, I saw a lot of blood coming out. I'm gonna give him the night and go look for him tomorrow. Finally got my shot opportunity. I just wish that I could have made a little better shot. I just found my buck, glassed him up from across the canyon where I shot him. He only went about 250 yards. There he is. Now I got a pretty serious pack out here. Oh man, this is gonna suck by myself. Why do I always have to shoot stuff in nasty places by myself? Super happy to find him. Didn't take me long to find him. Thank the heavens, and gonna go get him now. Alright, here he is, my 2021 general season archery buck here. My biggest archery buck to date. Awesome buck, big frame, beautiful buck, mature, big body, awesome. Final load out. Storm's coming. Awesome day. Time to get out of here.
Thanks for watching Burn Bucks Part 2. For this episode, we're giving away a Capra Hunter TI from Goat Knives, a set of Rimrock Climber carbon fiber trekking poles, and a pair of Rimrock Stalkers, which I really wish I would have remembered to bring on this hunt. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and make sure to drop a comment about what your favorite part of the video was. Be sure to share it on social media, and we'll catch you on the next one.